Hi, my name is Kumamwati.
And I'm Labkhamwati.
And welcome to the Sisterhood Podcast, the only hood where you can be yourself, have an opinion, change it 3 times, be judged for it, and still be loved. All right. One thing about sisters, it's so difficult, especially in these changing times. We're always working, we're always doing this, we're always doing that. There's kids, there's work. So it's very important for us to check in with each other. And our favorite way to check in is to ask, what is your rose? What was your thorn for the week? And what is your bud? So what thing did you enjoy this week? And what was your high? What was your low? And what are you looking forward to?
Okay, first of all, I'm on school holidays. So
I'm pretending to be happy for you, but the jealousy is hard to fight.
Okay, I'm not at work. Still, I'm enjoying my sleep. Yeah, I'm enjoying my sleep. So that was your high? My high, my low is that I have to get ready for work. Because
but you're on holidays, so there's no way that's a low.
But my mind, I still have work to do.
Okay,
I have to prepare because my line of work, you have to prepare work before you go to work. You know what I mean? So you can't just rock up to work with just whatever that you need to work with. No, you prepare work before you get to work. So now, my last week is. My next week, when I'm saying my last week, meaning my last week of off work, is my low, because then I'll be working. However, there's a difference between...
One thing about me, guys, I don't feel compassion, guys. I don't feel any form of compassion. It's not because I'm a bad person. I promise you, I'm not a bad person. Listen, teachers, the amount of time that teachers get off work, guys.
No, but we don't get normal leave like people.
Commission, guys. Guys, in the entirety of my year, I get 22 days of leave.
Oh, okay.
22 days.
Oh, sorry. Well, these holidays are actually very small if you look at them. They seem long because previously the schools would open around the 16th. And close around about the same time. And this time they're opening on the 21st, right? But still, let me tell you, they're still the same. And they're still short.
Okay,
they're very short. So I'm not ready. No, okay, I love my job. I love going to work. But I still need enough time to rest.
I get you.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
My kids. Going back to school, I love those kids. Like, I remember when I used to stay in the same street as work, they would literally...
I would never do that, by the way. Never.
They would... I had a couple of them that would wait for me at the gate so that when I come and they hug me and we go into the school together.
Aww.
So that I look forward to that.
Okay,
so now that I moved, when I get there, they wait for me on the other side. And after I go into the school, and when I get to the other side, they come running to me and they hug me. And
okay, I get you. I love it. I think my high for the week was definitely church. I enjoyed church. The message felt I always enjoy church. However, I enjoyed it specifically this week. I felt like the message was very much tailored to me and it really uplifted me. My low for the week, I honestly didn't have a low this week. The reason I'm saying I didn't have a low is because I'm off work. Anytime I'm off work, guys,
so
I love my job.
That's part of your high.
So it's still part of my high. I didn't have a low this week. Like I'm saying, I'm off work. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I didn't have to go to work yesterday. So that for me is my high.
Yeah.
So church, not having to go to work. So I don't have a low this week so far. And I hope I won't have to because this is my birthday week. And that's my bad. I'm looking forward to work. I'm looking forward to, not work rather, my birthday. I'm looking forward to my birthday tomorrow. I'm looking forward to my birthday weekend and all the activities that I still have to do for my birthday. So
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm super, super, super excited. Not for the age. The age, it is what it is. However, just like it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I think there's an age that you reach where it's like every birthday is not even about the age. It's just, it is what it is. It's just the festivities.
I think, you know what? There was a time when I was in my 20s, I was so scared of growing up, right? I was scared of getting older. But now I'm at that age. I'm embracing my age. I'm loving everything, except the fact that I get more tired now than I did when I was in my 20s, because in my 20s, I never got tired.
I get what you're saying. I think it's not even an issue of the fact that it's not that I have issues with my age, but the age doesn't feel, I don't know. I was thinking about it yesterday. When I was 27 felt like such a sexy age to me.
I always say
27 was such a sexy age. I don't know what it is. When somebody asks you your age, you're so excited to say it. After that, guys, it is what it is.
But let me tell you, 27
is what
is
it
the
is.
age.
It is what it is.
27 is the age. I remember I had a friend, every year we would go, happy, we the same age. So after 30, we always said, happy 27th birthday.
Like, I don't want to let me explain. For me, 20, I think 23, 27 and 33 are all the same age. I hope I make sense. But anyway, I'm telling you, they all feel sexy to me. So I think maybe I'll be happy or I'll be excited about turning 33. Like, it'll be like a sexy age. How old are you? I'm 33.
Oh, excuse that.
Yeah, but like now, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I want you to tell me what's the tea? What's your tea for this week? So I want us each week to have a segment that's called What's the Tea? So What's the Tea is essentially we speak about so you come with one thing, I come with one thing, whether it's from social media, sports, entertainment, whatever that you felt like was interesting and that you want to share. So what's the tea? Share with the sisterhood.
Yeah, okay. I think, wow. My sister likes saying that I'm very controversial, and I'm not, right?
Oh,
having said that, yesterday I met a lady.
Okay.
And she's from Zim, right? And very beautiful. Dark skin, pretty, like she's,
Yeah.
And we were talking. Her sister sold her car. Her sister's car went right there as we there, right? And
so they were selling it while
they
you guys
were
were
selling her car, and then the sister sold her house because she had already bought a house. She's selling furniture one by one, and then now she's just waiting for some of her furniture to go because they have to go. She is going back to Zim, right? Okay. And she was telling me about life in Zim, right? And then she also mentioned that they are categorized as the Zimbabwean South African.
Okay. That's a new term.
Yes. Like there's the Zimbabweans, those who never came to South Africa.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's Zimbabwean South Africans. Those are the ones who left Zimbabwe when hardships hit and they came to South Africa for a better life. Right?
Before you continue, sorry to interject. I personally understand. Not personally understand, but I can sort of understand why there would be that distinction, or why the people who stayed would feel the need to make that distinction, to say, we feel sort of betrayed by you. We feel sort of like...
Absolutely. It's the same thing. If at home, right, we're going through famine, let's say. Okay. There's something going on at home, right? We have to hold it together.
Okay, well, now that you're saying it, now that you're saying it like that, if you're saying it at home, that's
the same thing.
Let me make an example.
Okay.
Yeah? So you're in a home and let's say you're dealing with like extreme poverty.
Yeah.
Like it's extreme. And you can see here we're in a cycle. Like it's
The only way out is for me to go out there.
leave. I need to leave so that I can sort of pull myself towards myself.
Okay.
Like fix my mindset. Ke lokise seemo sa ka.
Okay.
Ish.
But we still, remember, we need to hold it together.
I think when I'm looking at it from a grand scale of things, like when I'm looking at it from a country perspective,
It's different.
it feels so different. But if you're saying home, hi.
But that's the thing. At home, we have to hold it together.
You need to. Guys, if you need to
So
leave, you need to leave.
imagine, that's what I'm saying. Imagine, we at home are going through whatever, ne? Poverty, God forbid. And then
God forbid.
And then you decide to go to Mamoholo or an aunt who's moneyed, right?
Okay.
Instead of, you know what? Let me go to Johannesburg, and there's something that I can do, a call center, something, send home money. There's a difference. But when you go to Mamoholo, that's you leaving a country, going to another country.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
yes.
sort of, okay.
So you leaving your home and going to Mamoholo. Go Mamoholo, they have businesses, they whatever.
Ho
Shapo, you know what I mean? And then go Mamoholo, ibile ba ora ba re, no, you can work ko shopong, or you can be the PA ya papa ko ntlong, and then you wait bala, right? And then you what you do is now, instead of now sending money home, now you're trying to impress bo Mamoholo, right? I get it, you're living with them, you're working with their businesses, and then what happens? Oreka grocery, and then they can't just accommodate. They're not gonna make you pay rent. Okay. However, you do things just to avoid korbabu. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mara, I think.
So anyway,
It's tricky. Yes. Sorry.
Anyway,
go back?
so I asked her about the situation at home. You know, this one is, let me just say what she said, right? She explained that back in Zim, they have a lot of mines. Some are closed, some are still working. But those that are working, they hired whatever people, and those that are not working, they have bozamazama, right? So now, then she says, imagine, I've worked in South Africa. I came to South Africa. I was, in my 20s, and I had just had my firstborn. And then, at the time, she left her firstborn, right? When she first came to South Africa. And then, after she left, when she arrived, she sorted whatever, and then she worked to do hair, right? She did hair. It was on the streets, right?
So she started her own small business.
You know, Next thing, she's working for ShopRite, and then she started.
Hey, wait a minute! 10 steps back as she documented.
Listen, I don't want to get into that because I didn't get that far.
Okay.
I didn't get that far.
Because I'm trying to understand how...
I know the sister is not documented. Hence, the sister is selling her stuff and moving back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, the sister is moving with their children. Mm-hmm. Even her kids are going back. Right?
Yeah, okay. That's tricky. No, because I was trying to understand the working for ShopRite thing, but
she probably is. You never know. That's why I don't know. I
you didn't ask.
I didn't ask. So I don't want to say something that I do not know. Right? So now, this lady worked, and apparently it was temporary or whatever, and then she went back to doing her hair. And then she says to me, so my sister, imagine I've worked like this in South Africa. I kind of lived a soft life in South Africa. So going back home means I have to go. Let's say I want to open my own salon. There's no guarantee that people will come to my salon because people don't have money, right? Then number two, it's the part where the zamazama. Now how am I going to start being a zamazama? Because I'm a soft girl. You know? I'm some girl from South Africa. So, then she's like, you know what? Also, the Zimbabweans also have a problem with the South African Zimbabweans because, apparently the women are warning each other there in Zim that they must guard their men because the Zimbabwean South African women are coming who can put on proper makeup. You know what I mean? Like, it was... you know, and they even specify that those that are from Johannesburg and Cape Town, because they know their thing. I
think, guys, it's tricky. I think when we put it in a household form, it's very much oversimplified. It's very oversimplified when we speak about it in terms of a household. But I think, you know what? As much as we speak about going back home and fighting for your country, it's so tricky. Listen, it's so tricky. I think when I assess myself, guys, sometimes we have to be honest when we do self-introspection. And you look at the history of South Africa and you assess, guys, would I have been on the right side of history? Would I have been on the right side of history? Like, if I, in that time, had gotten an opportunity to study in London and stay in London and go London even to date, would I not have been one of those people? Like, it's so true.
I don't think with us, me and you, it's a different situation because should it have been up to your mom, we wouldn't be even in South Africa right now. But like, in all honesty.
No, I get what you're saying, but just come back now to the situation or to the conversation that we're having. Like, in those type of situations, the context is very, like, it's a very difficult situation. You know, it's easy to speak about a situation. It's one thing to live it and actually live through it. You know, even when you become so desensitized to yourself.
Hence, I'm saying, remember when there was a time where your mom wanted to leave South Africa so much? So, hence, I'm saying, it was those times where there were challenges in South Africa.
Right? Hey, cut the cap. It's my mom being painted to be a sellout. Hey, Wait a minute. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. I think, honestly, can I be honest? I do also have those questions though sometimes, Jorge. Why were my parents not necessarily as politically inclined as other people's parents? I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, why? Because obviously, guys, my dad was born in the 1950s. So, obviously, he was young. The civil unrest, he was there. But I often wonder, guys, Ival, I knew one thing about my sister. She always raises topics that are Ival. It's a tricky thing. That's what I'm saying.
Directly. So at that time, wang understand. He worked for.
Can we move on to my tea of the week? Because I honestly have so many questions with regards to that. And I think, honestly, you have to do a genuine self-introspection, guys. You know, to be able to move forward as a people, you need to be honest with yourself. You can't just lie to yourself about the opinions and the opinions that you hold, you know, the basis of the opinions that you hold. And I assess would I have been on the right side of history, guys?
But the truth is,
and
a lot of people would have ran.
And I wait to because guys,
But also, it's very right for everyone to fight for what is theirs.
True.
You know?
I don't know if I have fight. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm the type of person who has fight in them. I don't think I'm the type of person who has fight in them. But also, remember, environment does influence the character of the person or the type of person that you become, rather. So maybe had I grown up in that time, a time that required me to fight, maybe I don't have fight because I've never been in a situation where I've had to fight in that sense for anything. Like, I don't think there's a freedom or an opportunity that I've had to fight for. I know a lot of the things we've sort of grown up in a very sheltered environment where we've had parents that fought for those opportunities also, on our behalf.
You know what? You were born at the time that you were born because God knew you wouldn't have survived. You wouldn't have survived going through apartheid. You wouldn't have survived because I remember back in the day. I think in the 90s, right, when the matching holy busy, you know what I mean? You know, my great grandmother would ask na tabang le rozu aribita because now aribita retsene ko kamreng a re robatse kwa the other side of the bed ba tsene ka mo jarateng and then ba batla everyone, you know what I mean, youthy,
and to go and
and then next thing why are ba spray something ko moyeng.
Okay. But also I think it is a bit tone deaf to say maybe I was born at the time that I was born because I wouldn't have, because a lot of people didn't survive anyway. So it's just, guys, at the end of the day, read Job, you know, everything, God knows at the end of the day. So my tea of the week, ne? I don't know, do you know this trend TikTok, have you ever tried sleeping with a broken heart? You know, the guys, that was so off key. Ooh, okay.
Have you ever tried sleeping with a broken heart? Now you can try sleeping in my bed.
Wait, I'm feeling, guys. But yes, that why Linja?
Because you always sing, you remix all the songs. So
I know it's off key.
No. That's the thing. You're so used to remixing songs that.
I quickly there where I was off key, guys. That was not the intention. That was really not the intention. Okay, let's go back. But yeah, there's a trend on TikTok around that song, right? So it's essentially people so you the song plays on the background and the first image is yours and you say, have you ever tried sleeping with a broken heart? Then you should try sleeping in my bed. And then usually what I've seen the people use the trend for is breakups that they haven't healed from, or a lot of family members that passed, or they post conversations between a loved one immediately before they passed or right before they passed, something like that. So I came across this one and let me read him. So, okay, girl says, have you ever tried sleeping with a broken heart? You can try sleeping in my bed. All right. So she posted a conversation between her and a boy, and this is the conversation. So this is the girl sending the guy a message. Ora, I don't know the reason for you to ignore me, but I would appreciate it if you would be honest and tell me what's wrong. Like, wasn't I good? This is the boy's response. Olwethu ufuna iqiniso ngempela. Rough translation, guys, do
you really want the truth?
Rough translation, pitori. So listen, Zulu say balang. I give the judgment. Anyway, the truth is that you were a bet. You were a bet with the guys. We made a bet about who would break your virginity in Fethu.
Crap!
Phephisa ngalento. Ngiyazi ukuthi kade ungithemba. Waze wavuma ukuthi ngikubreak.
Okay. Guys, men are evil.
Ori.
Hold on. Like, I think. No, I don't think.
Let me read the rest of the thing. Ori, do you remember when we were with the boys? Then someone commented, ngathi uzohluleka. They were talking to me. Bebacabanga ukuthi ngizohluleka. So they thought I would...
you'd fail.
Yeah, they thought I would fail. So I should give someone else a chance. Please don't ever text or call me as I'm about to block you because you will cause conflict between my girlfriend and I. Sean Fit. Hey, Gally! Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras!
Like, how? You know what? Ne? This reminds me of a story, ne? Of a certain woman who once left. She was married to this man, right? Mm-hmm. I can't speak about where.
Hey,
I can't specify the places. Mm-hmm. I'll just say somewhere in Pretoria, right? Mm-hmm. And this lady had a funeral, family funeral on her side, right? And then she left on a Friday with some of the family members. She got a lift from there. And then they went, and then the plan was because the others were coming back, those people that she got a lift from were coming back on Sunday. She decided, you know what, I'm going to come back with them on Sunday, right? And then she left, ne? After she left, she went to the funeral. Cool. Then, when the other family members decided, you know what, after the funeral, we're going back. And she's like, you know what? Because after the funeral, they stayed about 2-3 hours. Then they went back, right? Now, Chipsy Yadlala girl, she drives with them, and then she gets home. When she gets home, tell me why she finds her husband with another woman in her house. And then she's like, what is happening here? Right? And you know what the husband said? She lost her mind. Like, she's really crazy because me and her broke up. Yesterday when she left because we broke up. You know what I mean? So, yes. And now she's coming back here acting like, you know, the police had to take her to... The police had to take her to go and sleep, not because but just for whoever. Yes. And then she came back the next day. On a Monday, when she came back, the Mokopeni had left and the guy asked for forgiveness. That's like there's nothing that can convince me otherwise about man.
I think in this situation, I think what breaks my heart is that I'm sure, number one, it sounds like they're very young.
No, they were midlife at the time.
No. I'm speaking about specific story. It sounds like they're very young, and I can obviously her frontal lobe is not developed yet. Obviously, she, and that could literally be her 13th reason why the way people are just committing suicide left, right, and center, and for you to be the reason why somebody goes overboard. And it also makes me sad because it makes me question how we're raising our boys. I don't know if that makes sense, especially as somebody who's raising a nephew, and I'm just sort of wondering the character or the type of person. You know, there's the way we experience him, but also there's the way that other people experience him.
Hence,
outside.
I always say, you know, as a teacher, right? What your child gives you at home is not what the child gives when they leave the house. There's your child at home, there's a child on the streets, and there's your child at school, right? And those are 3 different characters. You know, half the time I would say, like when they've done something, should I tell your mother? And 95% of the time, it's no, please, ma'am. They beg you. You can't tell my mom because they know what they are doing is wrong.
I'm trying to think, or I absolutely also know that I think even growing up, I was definitely a different child. At home and at school and with friends.
So I think I was the same child. I was hyper all around. Like, I was the same child. Like, I never had to hide myself. If I had to hide myself or the person that I am with you, then that means I can't be myself with you. Then I don't want you in my life.
It's tricky, Lebahang. It's tricky. I think.
No, I'm talking about me.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes, with me, if I come visit you and my personality has to be limited to, well, you understand? Then I'm never coming back.
I don't think. First of all, I don't think my mom raised Banaba Ache like that. I don't think. But at the same time, I think understanding different contexts and different situations and different scenarios. I think that's part of like growing up. Okay, ke mo kerekeng and mo kerekeng.
Yes,
there's
no.
protocol,
I don't
there's
dispute
behavior,
that.
there's
Yes.
and there's. I understand what you mean. Like your personality can still show up.
Yes.
Okay, I get.
Yeah. I cannot be in an environment where my personality has to be under the chair.
I think even
I can't come in and leave my personality outside and then be here and be with you and be talking. And then when I leave, no, I can leave my problems at the door, but I can't leave my personality. Because the moment I leave my personality, then I'm no longer myself. You are dealing with the fake me, of which that's something I can't do, and I will not do that for anyone.
I get what you're saying. I think though, going back to the situation that we were talking about, I think bothata ba ka mo ke gore guys batswadi ba moshimane ba itse na gore ba godisitse.
No.
Guys.
No, and also mothers of boys. Oh, guys. They are also a problem to the society. Oh, mothers of boys are a problem to society.
As a mother of a boy.
I'm a mother of a boy and I'm very hard on my son. There comes a time I'm soft when I have to be soft.
Wait. Like, can we take it 10 steps back? Why rimetsa bo mama ba bashimane re sa imetse bo papa ba bashimane? I'm sorry. Like, I want to understand. Why are we crucifying the mothers and not crucifying the fathers?
Because when it comes to boys, fathers don't really or genuinely know how to treat all their children the same. In all honesty, they know how to do that, right? And if your father is going to teach you how to drive, he's going to teach you then all of you, right? If he decides, right? Whereas the mother is usually mostly in the house, runs the house.
Okay, I get what you... Okay.
The mother runs the house, and the mother would give each of their children responsibilities in the house, 90% of the time, right? Usually, the father would step in if maybe wamuchikela, or that's when he would say, why are you talking to my wife like that? You know what I mean? However, when it comes to sons, all the other kids have responsibilities, and the only responsibility is to take out the rubbish bin from the house to the main rubbish bin outside, and on the specific day that the rubbish, or maybe clean the yard. They don't even do that. They don't commit to doing the basics. Maybe the washing cars, they would do it maybe because they know if they wash cars, they will be paid.
I sort of understand where you're coming from to say, they sort of coddle. But
yes. And then because for example, I'm going to give you my example with my great grandmother. All her boys were raised like all the girls, right?
But I think it's a Tswana thing.
You think so?
I said
like,
what I
said.
You know.
I
for
said
example,
what I said.
I think Botswana they don't tend to have. Yes, I do.
Like Ohio, you leave. Maybe I get a for the whole day, and then what's Amaya for you have to do whatever. You know, you leave one of your cousins, our cousin, with the kids. You come back, the house is clean. The kids have eaten. The kids are clean. Even though they playing, they doing their own thing, but everything is in order.
I think it's a Tswana thing. I'm sorry. Like, I think it's a Tswana thing. because
Malum class, for example.
yeah, I think it's a Tswana thing.
He will overfeed the kids. He will complain that the kids don't want to eat because he bought them 10 loaves and they don't want to finish that 10 loaves.
Yeah.
You know?
I honestly think it's a Tswana thing. But to say that is not to say that within our culture, patriarchy doesn't rear its ugly head as well. Because I think even in our culture, like Lerina though, even though they do have like the men in our family tend to be a little bit more active than the average guy, but we give them a lot more credit because they're more active than the average guy. Doesn't mean they show up 100% the way the women do.
No, the women in our family show up 100%.
But in general, in society, if we were to look at it from like a societal standpoint, women do tend to show up. Can we come back to my tea of the week?
Okay, sorry. Excuse me.
Levon. But anyway, can we come back to my tea of the week though?
Okay.
This girl, guys. I was happy though to see Hori. I felt like in the comment section there was a general consensus. Hori, bruh, what happened to you was terrible. What happened to you sucked, and it wasn't supposed to happen to you. Both from the guys and the girls. Like there wasn't a, like, obviously, you know, you'll have those random trolls. However, like, there was a general consensus to say what happened to you sucked and it shouldn't have happened. And I'm just like, yo, guys. 13th reason why, guys. I hope for the girl. I hope Obashabo. I hope she can rise above and it doesn't become something that defines her.
True.
I think when you've
she mustn't become lesbian as well. I'm sorry. I'm pro LGBTQ plus. Yes. I hope she doesn't become lesbian because of that.
It's a nakai. People don't become lesbian because of that.
No, they do. They do. Sorry. Sorry. No, you know what? Ne? It's not that women do that because but I know there is a certain percentage ne, that will go, you know what? Men have hurt me. Let me try. You know what I mean? And they try out.
Can I say? Mm-hmm. I personally do not think, Hore, there is. If you don't find women attractive, Chumi, you just don't find women attractive. And there's nothing you can do. Listen,
I have somebody in my life.
There's nothing that a man can do that will make me find.
I unfortunately have somebody in my life who's a lesbian, right? She's a stud, right? Mm-hmm. And it's so sad that a lot of times she would meet women. Unfortunately, the women that she meets are not women that are lesbian, but are women that are they're exploring.
They're bi-curious.
Yes, and she would end up being hurt because she goes in because she truly loves this person, you know. And this one got hurt, and then because
Lebogang, can we say?
Let me give you a perfect example. She was with this one, ne? And then they were
I hope I expose it about bathu.
Okay, sorry. I don't know.
Shashalaza FC. Yeah. Shashalaza FC. No, please get my point. I'm not saying Hore, women don't become bi-curious. Because of that, I think I have my own theories in terms of like the bi-curiousness and however, I don't think if you find women attractive, being hurt by a man can make you find women attractive. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. Maybe you can sort of see the appeal in their compassion for like a short period of time. Mara because I don't know what you guys are up to, but I don't think you can you can get on that train and run with it for the rest of your life. Because it's not yours. Like it's not your train. Like it's yeah. I just genuinely don't believe that. Otherwise there would be, I was gonna say a lot more. But it happens. It happens. Have you ever been in a situation where you know of somebody who has been a bit, or been in situations where you've encountered such type of thinking?
Not really.
And I can tell you why I ask her specifically, because she's always been a girl's guy and been around a lot of guys.
Let me tell you, the one thing about men and guys, right? As much as they have topics with us, they would talk about a lot of things, but there are topics that are strictly between guys.
Okay, fair.
They hide certain things from us, ne? And then maybe he might come to me and say, "Hey, Lips, your friend, whoever. I'm like, oh, is it? Okay, maybe I'll ask her, or I'll talk to her, find out if she finds you attractive or whatever, or maybe ask her to pass you her numbers, and that's it. But if they made a bet, they'll never reveal it to me as a girl.
High index finger. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Just give me wow, not you leaving me hanging.
Sorry. No, yeah. So,
but can I tell you why?
Why?
I think you may think that it's like that in general, but I don't. I think it's because Baho assessed and they've assessed that you're not the type of person that they can tell that.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think generally, I don't think guys, yes, do tend to have those conversations with girls in general. However, I think there is a particular subset of like women, specifically pick-me women, who they would tell such because they know they would be able to get away with it.
Oh. Okay, no, I will tell them.
I think, so I think that's specifically why you've never been involved in such conversations, because it's not gonna end up well, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I've been a bit.
You've been a bit. How shame.
Not how shame, and if I tell you who it was, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Who?
It wasn't like that.
Who? Sorry. Do I know the person?
Yes. It wasn't like
In
that.
our neighborhood?
No.
Oh, no!
But it wasn't like that. Can I tell you
but
what?
Are you sure?
The person said that to me. Can I? Yeah. It was. Can I explain here now? I'm sorry, your reaction is just so out of order.
So, but then why?
Can I explain to you?
Hey,
okay, rewind. Okay, can I explain? The way the person explained it to me was that the bet was that the person couldn't be with me, as like be my partner. The bet was like, we bet you cannot be this person's partner. Why? Because this person is out of your league.
Oh, okay. But you're a bet.
Wow. Yeah. And the person told me like years after. Was it years after? Like probably like a year or two afterwards.
Shame. Sorry.
Oh, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay.
I feel like I've triggered you so.
Maybe it was a bet. I just didn't know about it.
Hey, I think sometimes you don't know. I think also the person was such a bird that they told me that like the person is just like I don't know when somebody's intellectually. They were socially stupid. Maybe let me say it like that. So I can. It wasn't.
They're being boys.
No, like not. it's not they being boys. The bet thing isn't him being socially stupid. Yes, he was socially stupid. However, I don't think I think the point of him like saying it to me, I don't think it was like a let me be honest or like it was a kind act or like anything like that. I just think it was just, I don't know, like it was a doff moment. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it is what it is.
Still being a boy, anyway.
Yeah. Why are you still being a boy?
Because things that boys do don't have logic.
Yeah,
like
haina logic, haina logic. It's yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's it for the tea of the week.
Tea of the week.
That's it for the tea of the week. I think there is a topic though that I did want us to bring up, right? Or there is a conversation that I wanted us to have. And the conversation is about how much is too much to share when you're in a relationship.
Okay.
How much is too much to share about your family when you get in a relationship?
First of all,
have you ever shared and got burned?
My family business is my family business in a relationship. You're not my husband. You're my boyfriend. We can break up tomorrow and next thing my family business is out there. And then, or you could betray me with my friend and next thing I know, you telling my friend that I didn't tell my family business, my family business. Exactly. So that's the thing. Now, for me personally, I only talk about my sister, maybe my sister's career, what she does. Oh no, she never comes back home. She comes back home. Oh, maybe after she after work she would go wherever, and then what he might know would be maybe the routines. Oh no, I have to go home because
may I ask, do you feel like number one, let me ask, has it always been like that? And number two, do you feel like does not interfere with your ability to form connection? But also now that I think about it, am I trauma bonding with people? But like, does it not interfere your ability to bond with people or to form a connection?
You know what? First of all, I'm very with my feelings. I'm very closed up with my feelings, right? And even in a relationship, the guy has to get it out, like literally see, like, you know what I mean? And then, so now imagine even like I'm saying something like I love you, it's 6 months here, or you know what I mean? And then until the person complains, how are lips, you know what I mean? And then, so imagine a family, with my family, everything else.
Like, how already I love you? How
a lot of things. We talk about a lot of things. There's lots to talk about. No, obviously he will know my life. He will know
your friends.
My friends. He will know my friends. He will know like one but my family, you know, my husband. And then
okay, so you feel like the appropriate time to share is when you're married to someone.
Yes.
Dysfunctional.
No, dysfunction.
Okay, but also
and then it has nothing to do with you. You just came in and then you don't have to be a part of the dysfunction. Okay. You just a son-in-law and just be that. Come and kill a cow. Slaughter it. You know what I mean? My sister is getting married. Slaughter that cow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do namkhonyana o moholo ko ntlong. Mabone ha ona mabone ko morao hona le mmereko ka weekend. Make sure hore
o garden boy wena.
I can garden boy. What I want is a man o long hore my brother, you're an attorney. After court, you get into your car, your coat is off, your beep is off, you're not an attorney.
Okay, I do get that. But I think Can I explain though where the issue though is that, or why
It's
that
like
is tricky?
Kumo. Hey, when I get home, I'm a child. I'm not my career. I left it. I come home. I'm a child. I'm a sister. I'm an aunt. I'm a. Why understand? I do that. If I lazy around, that's me lazing around. That's it.
As a part of this is who I am, but not related to my career. This is who I've always been.
Yes, this is me.
Valid.
This is Lebogang. That's why a lot of times I would meet a guy, and then if in the first few sentences or in the first few days you ask me what I do for a living, then you don't want to get to know me. No, you don't want to get to know me. You want to know.
I don't take offense to to people asking me what I do for a living. However, I'm never honest.
Yeah. So my okay.
I am sorry. I'm never honest. I don't
yes. So now I don't talk about. You don't ask me what I do. You will know what I do as time goes. Get to know Lebogang. Get to know personality. Can you handle this personality? Character. What is it that you like? What is it like? Get to know me. You know what I mean? And then after you as you are getting to know me, because you won't know a person ka 1 day or 2 weeks, right? As you're getting to know me, then that's when oh, by the way, guy. Oh yeah, I forgot. Then we can talk about that. Oh, okay, sharp. Then I understand. So not that
Disatoma.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah. So and then but also even with guys who are, when you first start dating and then they're all about their jobs, they want you to know this is what I do.
That company I forgot. I'm like, guys will do anything, and I don't even think it works like that.
Nah, but like
it doesn't. I don't even think it works like that. I don't know how it works, but. We already 10 rand. Like, what the hell?
I'm sorry.
Mint, yes. Mint. South African. South African mint.
What do they call it? Blueprint here, the 10 rand. I'm
so I genuinely get turned off.
No,
I get turned off the same way you telling me you want to know about my career. The moment you tell me, unless I met you at your job.
Okay, fair.
I met you at your job, then ke tlile go spetlela ebe ko kreya wa perdi watwate or ke kra wa perdi watwate. It's fine. I saw you asked for my number, wa peri whatever. Why understand?
Then
fine.
Know.
I know. Why understand? Mara ya gore hey hapelo holo alaska wara o tla go spetlela sa go kai o tla
guys, and men do that.
Yes, they do that. Alaska wara ho krele panchara wa itse rona le mechanic. That's what they do. And that not for now, that's a red. It's a red board. It's a red billboard. Yes.
It's not even a red card. It's not even
it's a red
flag.
billboard.
It's a red
Don't
billboard.
tell me what you do until I ask when the time is right. And that's if remember I'm sorry, I'm getting to know
what you do. Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah. So now you asking me what I do because you thinking, okay, if I marry her, then I swear.
Well.
Oh no, not even if I marry, because now okay, no. Oh, Udula Olewani, you are this, you are
okay.
I can move in.
Hey, Banyoko move in guys. But give you homosexual. Homosexual. They are homosexuals.
Why are you moving in?
Homosexuals.
Like I literally kick you out at 2. Like go, Tamaya. Where was Santimo?
Anyway, Lebogang, Let's close it.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a part of the family.
No, but before you go, you said something that is not. I don't like it.
Okay.
Kubo, you call when we were kids, I was a bully.
Yes, you were a bully.
How was I
Not
a bully? Like, imagine your sister telling you that you bullied her.
She was a bully.
Up.
I don't like. Can I explain? Can I explain the specific earliest memory that I have of you? You were forcing me to stay up to watch Simunye. That Simunye groove, that thing that used to happen after midnight. And I think I was like 5, guys.
No, but
I
then
was 5.
there's a reason. I was also a child, right?
You were 15 when I was 5.
But if my parents were gonna find me watching TV alone, I was gonna be shut on alone.
Lebahang, I was trying to sleep. You know when you're 5, guys, like you need to be asleep by 8, guys. It's midnight. What is a 5-year-old still doing at midnight? Oh, like Lebahang, what's everything again? Like Lebahang, that was abuse. That I think that counts as corporal punishment. Guys, that was abuse. But anyway, neither here nor there. Guys,
People
thank you.
make their sisters drink alcohol. I don't condone that. But I'm saying,
it was.
I just stopped you off sleep and that's it.
Hi guys. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being a part of the family.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being a part of the sisterhood.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, let's hope we'll do it again soon.
Because I live far away.
But let's hope it'll be a regular occurrence.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure having this conversation with you guys.
Nice. It was a beautiful conversation.
I hope you guys will. I hope everything that we spoke about today will serve as a conversation starter. Feel free to share your opinions. Feel free to disagree and know that even if you disagree, even if we judge you for your opinions, we will still love you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.